Live from Stool Stream Stadium in New York City. Welcome back to another edition of Stool Streams presented by High Noon Hard Seltzer. Alongside Frankie Borelli, Jake Marsh on hand. Frankie, you are an elite cornhole player, but today you take a backseat. Join me here in the booth. We do have 3 fantastic matches here inside the Triple S today.
I appreciate the kind words about the cornhole game. I do want to get back on the boards. I feel like I haven't played in what feels like months at this point. I know Rico's talked a big game, so I'm excited for that. Tonight, or today, we have a very interesting matchup here with Dave and Brianna. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yes, we do. So Frankie may not be playing. He just headlined how we're going to start this broadcast. Let's introduce you to our lineup. Dave Portnoy versus Brianna Chickenfry leads us off. In our middle match, the Battle of Fordham, Tommy Smokes versus KFC. And we'll end things with Liz versus Willie Colon making his debut here inside the Triple S. And you have a chance to win $2,000 cash. It's all courtesy of the PlayBarstool app. Totally free to play. And Frankie, before we begin this match, let's pull out your phone. You're going to make your picks live on the broadcast right now. You still have about 10 more minutes to lock in those picks. So you go 6 for 6. The cash is yours. Question 1. Each match is going to be best of 3 series. How do you see this one going down?
So I'm going to take El Prez in a 2-0 victory.
You think Dave is going to sweep?
Just a clean 2-0 sweep.
Okay. Question 2. Total cornholes in game 1.
Total cornholes in game 1. Okay, so in the hole, we're going to say 0 to 20.
You don't have much faith in these
No,
two
I think there's going to be a lot of missing the board.
Okay.
And just a lot of points on the board.
All right, and question 3, our second match, KFC versus Tommy Smokes. How do you see this one going down?
I'll go KFC 2-1.
Okay, so Tommy puts up a fight, and then margin of victory in their second game because each match is 2 out of 3.
I think that in game 2, I think Tommy Smokes comes out hot. I think he's going to be reeling off of playing well against Rico Bosco. I think he's going to be coming out strong. But I do think that KFC is going to dominate him. I'm going to go 6 to 9 margin of victory.
Okay, and then our finale, Liz versus Willie. Who do you got?
This is a toss-up for me. I have no idea how either of them can play. Willie Colon seems too big and strong for this short of a cornhole course. I'm actually going to give Liz the 2-1 advantage on this.
Okay, Liz 2-1. And then the last one, this is where you make your money. The entirety of the match, the exact number of total cornholes.
I'm going to say 105. Oh, sorry. Cornholes.
Yes, cornholes.
Okay, I'm going to say 52.
52. All right, those are Frankie's picks. You still have about 8 minutes to make yours. But before we begin this match, let's introduce you to the rules of cornhole here inside the Triple S. Each match, as we mentioned, best of 3 to 21. It's win by 2, and you can go over that number. As we take a dive here, the players are warming up. Frankie, we're going to use cancellation scoring here inside the Triple S if you want to dive into what that means.
Yeah, so however many points the blue player has on the board, whatever yellow then has on the board. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I reading it off here?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, this is my first time in the booth.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the.
Learn on the fly.
Okay, cancellation scoring. The points of one player cancels out the points of another opponent. Only one player can score in each frame. That's a lot easier for people to understand than what I was trying to do.
Yeah. So for example, if Dave scores 4 points in a round, Brianna scores 2, Dave would get 2 points on the board. And now it is time to begin this match here inside the Triple S. We start things off with a little unique way. Each player will throw all 4 bags simultaneously, and whoever has the most points will decide whether they go first or second. So Dave in blue, Brianna in yellow, and away we go.
2, 3.
All right, and nobody got it on, so we'll run that back to decide who goes first or second. Dave, of course, making his debut inside the Triple S.
Other bags, but whatever.
Dave unhappy with the blue and yellow bags here. So each player.
Again?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
And that's 2 for Dave, 1 for Brianna. So Dave now elects to go first or second.
Second.
Dave will let Brianna lead off. What do you make of that decision?
It's an interesting decision. Sometimes, well, it depends on what you're going for the first throw, right? You're going to try and block the hole, and then you dominate the board with the first throw.
All right, and we're off. Brianna in yellow. She begins with a woody. That's what we call a bag on the board. But remember, points do not lock in until the round is complete. Dave starts off with a woody on his second pitch. Brianna 3 woodies so far. Dave a little too much on it. And Brienne's with 4 woodies. Dave misses wide right. So that was 4 for Brianna, 1 for Dave. That means it's 3 points for Brianna. That's the cancellation scoring we talked about earlier on.
21.
That's right. So they're going to play to 21. Dave is now finding out. You know, he's going to get a feel for this distance. It is it's a unique.
It's also, I mean, it's not. I mean, I thought
it's a child's toss.
Well, no.
What'd you think?
I thought we'd be on opposite.
So
Two
whoever
votes.
wins
Both
the
back,
round
so we'd
goes
be throwing
first.
from
So
there.
Brianna has the honor.
I go first?
And Dave mentioning the distance. This is a 17-foot distance. The regulation is 27 feet, so 10 feet shorter than what you're usually used to seeing in the ACL. That one can't find home for Brianna. Let's see what Dave decides to do here. Puts it short but on.
That was intentional.
That was intentional. You could tell that he did not want to go for the hole there because he'd be pushing Brianna's 2 bags in. And Dave ends up getting 2 points there.
Yep, 4 Woodies for Dave. So he had 4, Brianna had 2. 2 points for Dave. And just like that,
How'd you not see
he's
that
down
was
by
intentional,
1.
Jake?
I never said it was intentional or unintentional.
I know. Aren't you the guy? Aren't you the announcer?
Dave also
Yes.
dealing with an ankle sock problem today.
Did
I
see
am.
those tweets. And Dave with his first cornhole of the match as we get to our keys to the match, presented by High Noon Hard Seltzer. Frankie, what are your keys to the match?
Damn.
Keys to the match is don't get on Jake Marsh's nerves for Dave Portnoy. I'm not sure what that key to that match is. I don't know if that's for you or for Dave. But for Brianna, we have talk some shit, use a couple high noons if you need to.
Those keys to the match presented by High Noon Hard Seltzer. Just 100 calories, gluten-free, no added sugar. It's real vodka, real juice for real fans just like us. Hashtag Nooner. That's 4 points for Brianna. She now leads 7-2. Remember, we're playing first to 21, best of 3. We mentioned earlier Dave making his debut inside the Triple S. He said he does have a little bit of experience when it comes to cornhole, but he says he's not very good. He's played outdoors. He's played in Nantucket at the beach, but a little different here as he gets a couple of cornholes there. One of them, Brianna's though.
Damn.
Dave starting to feel it out. Back-to-back cornholes for the 44-year-old.
Come on, Jake.
That one is good for a Woody. Dave still wins the round. It's a 1-point round, and it is now 7-3.
You know, being in the booth with you is an uncomfortable position for me here, Jake, because, you know, I know that
I'm not
my guy.
You can't bully me, all right?
I know you and Dave don't have the best of relationships, especially when it's in the Stool Stream
I
Stadium.
still don't know
so.
exactly why that is, but it is what it is. A little too strong from both players to open up this
fuck
next
you.
frame.
Now, Brianna's a drinker, right?
She is, yes.
So this is a backyard drinking game. You have to think that she's played her fair share of cornhole or bags, whatever we're calling it. And you can tell she has a nice toss.
All right, so each player had a pair of Woodies there. That's what we call a wash here in cornhole. So nobody gets a point. Since Dave won the previous round, he still goes first. That carries over if nobody wins the round.
We switched one.
Yeah, I did.
So it's still 7-3 Brianna. You talked about how you thought Brianna would be a good player. She made her debut a couple of weeks ago, swept Frank the Tank, but she said she was a little bit harder on herself. She said her debut wasn't as strong as it should have been. Plenty of room for improvement.
Yeah, that's a competitor right there. Winning and not being happy with the results is that just shows that she's out for blood.
There's a cornhole for the 16-year-old. Not actually 16. So that is a 2-point round for Brianna, and now she leads 9-3 here. But again, in cornhole, you can really change this momentum on a
Am I
dime.
better
If Dave
than
goes on
Frank?
a roll, hits 2 or 3 cornholes, you
Kinda.
could be tied or even take the lead.
Oh, it happens quick. When you're on the wrong side of that, Jake, I mean, it feels like a bus hit you. You don't know what happened. One minute you're up 5, and the next minute you're down 4. So cornhole in this game, the way, especially with how short that we are tossing, a lot of holes can be made.
We've seen a couple of 4-baggers over the last couple of weeks. Bunch of Woodies right now, though.
Ooh.
That one's short. Does not count. Dave
And that's huge
with
that
4
Brianna's didn't go
Woodies,
in.
And that's 2 points for Dave, just like that. It's 9-5.
We saw Brianna's inching into the hole there, but Dave with perfect placement on the front of the board, not going for that hole to push it in. That's the second time we've seen that type of toss from Dave.
All right, so Dave has the honor after winning the previous round. His deficit is now 4, 9-5.
First toss, the
Not
most
great.
important one of the game, you'd say there, Jake?
Yeah, for each round. Definitely sets the tone. That one falls to the right. Brianna hangs on the right side. Dave nearly puts Brianna's in. Can she capitalize?
She doesn't.
No, she does not. That is 2 points for Bree. She reaches double figures and leads 11-5.
That was a bullet dodge there by Dave. Brianna could have slid both those in and got an extra 6 points, but she did not. We're looking for the extra bag there. It's on the bottom left.
Bottom left side. So Brianna has the honor. By the way, picks just locked. We gave you a little extra time here to feel something out. So Brianna with the 11-5 lead. We'll get the pick percentages for you as soon as we have them on the PlayBarstool app. You're playing for $2,000 cash, totally free to play. We actually have a song contest that's live as well that locks in tomorrow night. Hockey contest.
Fuck you.
As Dave knocks in Brianna's.
Oh,
Ooh,
shit.
Dave's nearly goes in, though. Can he
he get
capitalize
both
on
in?
that
Oh.
one? No. And that is a
Four-pointer.
4-point round for Brianna. It is 15-5. Is it panic time yet for Dave?
It's not panic time yet. And this is straight to 21, right? You can go over.
You can go over. You must
Okay.
win by 2, though.
Okay.
You can go over?
You can go over.
All right, but you got to win by 2.
It's not panic time. It's this first toss. The first toss, Brianna's been
game
very
one.
hot on the first toss. It's game
Game one.
one.
Yeah, game one.
We got 3 total games here in Stool
I go
Stream
first?
Stadium.
Yeah.
This first toss is going to be very important. See,
Brianna
that's a
puts
huge.
it left and off. Dave too strong with it.
All right.
3
Why
wide
is it
left.
going that way?
There we go.
Dave on target. Brianna slides it in on the right side, threading the needle there.
What the fuck?
Right on top of Dave's bag. And he
Ooh.
slides in for 3 woodies. That is a 1-point round for Brianna. She now leads
Nice.
16-5 there. That one cornhole where she slid it on that right side, humongous.
Through the side door. Not sure how it
I'm going to
happened.
make a run right now.
Dave has called that he will make a run right now. I agree with him. Those are 3 really good tosses, all in the middle of the board. Brianna missed the board twice. We'll see if she can recover. Not the best first throw.
All right, so Dave down by 11, but he says the comeback starts now.
Oh, the lefty
Bounces it
turn
in.
from left to right.
Brianna puts a little traffic in the front of that
Amen.
hole here. Dave looking for arc. Oh, that could have been disastrous. And Brianna knocks in a pair.
Hurt.
That is huge. Dave knocks in the third for Brianna, and I believe that's it.
making
3
it easy.
cornholes for Brianna. That is a 6-point round. It's 22-5, and set number 1 in the books.
Yeah, Brianna was good with those first tosses, right? She kind of blocked the front of the hole each time and
Wait, is
it
that the
forced
first
Dave
round?
to go
Yeah.
left and right, and he was missing the board from that first toss. So we'll see if the first toss of each round is improved in the second game.
All right, so set number 1 in the books. Now we start fresh. It's 0-0 in the second set, 22-5 Brianna in the first. And by the way, it was total cornholes in game 1 is what we were tracking for question 2. And Frankie, I believe you called this one 0-20. Question 2, total cornholes game 1. That's what we had.
Yeah, I think it was about 9 or 10. Oh, actually, at the end, it probably got to 12.
But definitely
Oh, we had
under
a cornhole.
20.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm the more I'm watching, the higher number cornholes in these matches. I think that's the right pick, 0-20 per each match. Now that I'm watching it.
All right, so Dave started off with 2 points in that first round. He has the honor, looking to force a third set. Brianna, meanwhile, looking for the sweep.
It's a
There's
great
an
toss.
airmail for Dave. Brianna a little short.
You can
Dave
really
responds
tell
and knocks it in.
Dave Portnoy knows the distance now, and he is locked in. All these tosses are hitting the same spot on the board.
Brianna with the woody, but that is a 4-point round for Dave. He extends the lead. It is 6-love. What a round for Dave.
Huge round. Like I said, every single toss has been the same exact distance, and that's how you can tell he's dialed in right now.
So Dave with the honor here in set 2.
Oops.
That one actually hangs on. House rules. Brianna responds with the airmail, though. Dave a little short, but on.
See
one
that?
wide
So
left.
Brianna said "fuck" underneath her breath there because she realized that her usual shot where she gets that slide in was blocked.
Damn it.
We saw 2 misses right after that.
And that is a wash. 4-4, no points on the board. So Dave maintains
No,
the honor.
She got 1. Didn't she
I
get
got
a
a cornhole.
No, but Dave had all 4 on, right?
Yeah, but she.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
you're
so
right.
it's a wash.
Yep, it is a wash. So it's still Dave's turn. He leads 6-love.
See,
and he
that's
starts
just a
off with the
dialed-in
cornhole.
toss right there, Jake. That is an absolutely dialed-in toss and a great response from Brianna.
Dave,
That lefty
bottom
spin.
left corner.
Nice.
Brianna too strong. An opening for Dave here.
Fuck.
That one slides home. Brianna gets the woody, and that is 2 points for Dave. It is 8-0.
This is a great start. You needed to start
Yeah,
like this
really.
if you're Dave. You know, the first game he was just getting the. Like I said, the distance is it's a change. You play usual cornhole. You're used to tossing it up, getting it in the sky. You come into here, it's like shooting darts. It's so close.
No, you're going. I'm
So we
fine.
do have the numbers in on the PlayBarstool app. Dave, the overwhelming favorite in this match. In fact, 83% say he is going to win this one. 52% said he would sweep, including you, Frankie. 31% said he would win 2-1, and then Brianna just 12% 2-1 Bri, and then 5% said Brianna would sweep, which could happen.
It's a big
Meanwhile,
toss.
41% correctly picked that 0 to 20 range in question 2.
We were
That's
half a rotation there from a really big hole from Brianna.
Yeah, that's a 1 point for Brianna. So she's on the board here in our second set. She has the honor, trails 8 to 1. We were talking about her match a couple of weeks ago against Frank the Tank. Frank the Tank, who's notoriously known for being really bad in this room. Brianna said she would have had to quit Barstool if she lost to Frank a couple of weeks ago.
I think that's a fair assessment of that. Oh,
Dave gets that woody on top of Brianna's bag, and it's 1 more point for Dave.
just chipping away, chipping away.
He leads 9 to 1 right now. So you sense that Dave has started to feel out that distance that he was
Totally.
talking about at the beginning of the
Totally.
match.
It's every single bag is hitting in the same vicinity. In the first game it was left, right, and right now the misses are all the same and the hits are all the same.
All right, so Dave has the honor. Up by 8. Starts a little off to the right, but on for the woody. Brianna too strong. Dave once again crowding that hole.
There
and
it
Brianna knocks in Dave's. Dave a little short, but a few bags left in this round.
Will
Oh,
that
God.
be pushed in, Jake? Oh,
No, but he knocks off Brianna's. It's a 2-point swing. That was dangerous. She gets the woody on. That's 3 more for Dave. It is 12-1 in the second set.
This is this is definitely going game 3. I'm calling it right now. There's no chance that Dave loses this. He'll win this game and he'll win the next match as well.
All right, so Dave tries to keep his foot on the gas pedal, up by 11,
Look at
and
this
starts off
toss.
with a locked-in cornhole. Brianna responds, though.
Ooh.
Brianna's like, she just fucking doesn't stop, does she?
The back door. Brianna looking to cut away. She has a chance to do just that. A pair of cornholes and a pair of woodies. That is 5 points for Bree. And just like that, it goes from 12-1 to 12-6.
It's a big round, but you know what? We still have that padding here for Dave. It's 12-6, and it's just about not missing those on the first throws.
All right, so Brianna makes her first big statement of the second set. Tries to chip away even more. Dave, meanwhile, looking to extend this lead once again. Both players miss on their first pitch. We're currently in round 8 of our second set. Bunch of short woodies right now. That's a wash.
It's just a wash.
Yep.
I think we saw
Identical rounds from both players.
Yep, identical rounds. I think we saw after the first couple throws, each of them tried to do the slide in and push. I think that once the first couple of bags create that wall in front of the hole, it affects the next 3 tosses from
Right.
each player.
You go.
You.
Yeah, Brianna had that 5-point round a couple of turns ago, so she still has the honor. That one a little short. Pops over. Slides that one home, though.
Come on, Dave.
Brianna too much on it.
Oh.
Dave gets the woody to limit the damage a little bit. That's 1 point for Bree, and now
Okay,
it's 12-7.
not bad.
Yeah, she's getting some confidence now, and we'll see.
I've had bad rounds the last couple rounds.
Yeah.
Let's take a look here what we just saw. Brianna chipping away. Was down 11, down by just 5. Dave not happy with his final pitch.
No, final one was fine. It was the one before.
Brianna starts off with the cornhole. Dave wide right.
Lost my little touch.
Bree a little short, but that one's halfway home. Wow, a double cornhole for Bree. And we have a chance for our first 4-bagger today. Can Brianna do it?
No.
A little short. Now what does Dave do here? Nearly puts Brianna's in, but it's a woody. That is 8 points for Brianna, and just like that, she has taken the lead. It is 15-12. That's the round of the match so far, Frankie.
Speechless right now, Jake. That was a big round.
Got to break this now.
They need a break. What's going on Brianna's side of the game?
So Dave was up 12-1. This is a 14-love run right now for Brianna. And she nearly had that airmail.
Heat check.
I'm just off all of a sudden.
Dave looking to close this run. That's short for Brianna. No points so far in this round on either side. There's a cornhole. That's on for the woody. Brianna can't miss right now. Dave with a couple of woodies.
That keeps it alive.
Yep, it's 4 points for Brianna, 19-12.
This is a fucking ridiculous run.
Now this is an 18-0 run from Brianna. She was down 12-1.
Said it happens quick,
Comeback
Jake. We
season.
said it in the beginning of this match. It happens fast.
And remember, only 5% said Brianna would sweep this match. Let's see if she can do just that, or if Dave can make the comeback himself. That's an interesting spot. Both bags standing up.
I think.
Oh my! Talk about traffic around the circle right now, Frankie.
I think, well, I was going to say that Dave had the advantage on having the inside, but now Brianna's is just waiting to fall in.
And
oh,
there's
my
one.
goodness.
Oh, Dave knocks off his own.
It's over, I think.
Brianna, no.
We need a hole.
Oh! Dave, I believe, still has a heartbeat.
Somehow, some way.
And that is 1 point for Brianna. It's 20-12.
Somehow, some way, Jake. Out of all those bags to fall in that hole on a board, a woody, are we calling it? A woody
is on the board.
Since Dave's. Look
And he
at
knocks
that.
one down for the cornhole.
Oh my goodness.
I thought it was mathematically eliminated, to be honest.
Still with the heartbeat. It's 20-12, so Brianna still won the round. She has the honor, but Dave still has life. If Brianna wins the round, this one's over. So Dave needs a wash or a winning round. In and out. Brianna with a couple of woodies.
Need the hole.
Dave needed that one. All around the hole for Brianna. Dave gets one to sink. Oh my. So right now, it would be a wash. So Dave can put one on. As long as one doesn't fall, he wins the round. And that's what he does.
Anyway,
it's 1 point for Dave. 20-13. More importantly, Frankie, he just ended that 19-0 run.
Woo! Wow, my heart was racing there too because the slightest bit of movement, we just saw it on the last Dave hole two rounds ago. Anything can happen when it's around there, and he still went for the board.
Remember, win by 2, you can go over.
Oh boy.
2013. Dave didn't like that one from the get-go. Brianna just to the right. Dave to the left. 3 woodies for Bree. Dave currently has 1. He gets that one to
on his last
sink
toss.
in between Brianna's bags. And she responds with a cornhole of her own, and that is your dagger. 22-13, Brianna with the sweep.
Out like that? Wow.
Dave has exited the building with the mic.
That is your match.
What does he have to say?
22-13.
No, I was trying to interview him.
21
Wow. Beautiful.
to 22-5 and 22-13. What a roller coaster of a second set, Frank.
Wow. I'm speechless.
All right, let's send it down the stream to the winner's circle. Hank is with Brianna.
You're down 12-1, but you never gave up. You went on a 19-0 run. What
what I
did you
do.
say to yourself when you were down that deep, and did you think you were going to come back?
There was only 5% rooting for me, and I knew I had to do it for myself because no one's looking out for me besides myself.
Now, is it awkward now? You just lost to your boss. You kind of humiliated him.
I did.
Is it awkward?
Yeah, maybe he'll kick me out for BFFs now.
Would you say that you're the best in the office at Cornhole?
Yes, 100%. I could take anybody.
Good. Thank you.
No problem.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, thank you to Brianna. Congratulations after a 22-5, 22-13 sweep. And Frankie, now we move on to our Roman swipe of the match. I mean, what a walk-off dagger from Brianna to end
An
this one.
absolute dagger. She brought it the entire day. I mean, just relentless amounts of woodies and cornholes. And at the end there, I mean, she just needed to have it, and she had it.
Yeah, and that Roman swipe of the match is brought to you by Roman. Most guys have tried different ways to last longer, but thinking about cornhole doesn't always work. The folks at Roman, an online men's health company, are changing the game with Roman swipes, the secret to longer lasting sex. Go to GetRoman.com/streams. You can get your first month of swipes for just $5 when you choose a monthly plan. That's GetRoman.com/streams. Gonna make a little switcheroo here in the booth. Frankie, thanks for joining us.
No problem. Thanks for having me. And I will have to avenge my guy's loss there. I mean, she says she's the best in the office. I'll absolutely dust Brianna.
All right, a
I mean,
potential
that's insane.
a potential rematch.
Yeah,
not
I just
rematch.
watched. She missed the board 15 times. I won't lose a game.
All right, so there's
And I don't want to be cocky like that, but like I have to be.
all right, there's Frankie's word.
Thank
He
you.
wants Brianna in his next cornhole match. The guy who's coming into the booth can probably make that schedule happen. Commissioner Henry Lockwood coming in. Hank, as you enter the Triple S right now, the people want that match. How quickly can we get it? Frankie versus Brianna here inside the Triple S.
Well, Jake, we have next week we have a ping pong match. A little, some people are talking about it. Me versus you, me versus PFT. We're gonna get to the bottom, not to the bottom because it's just the regular season. It doesn't really matter if you win regular season. It only matters what you do in the playoffs.
Of course.
Next week, ping pong. The week after, we will do cornhole. If Rico obliges, we'll do Frankie versus Rico, and we'll do Frankie versus Chicken Fry. I mean, Chicken Fry. Yeah, Frankie versus Chicken Fry to see how good she really is.
All right, so stay tuned for that. Next week, table tennis. The pick should be in the PlayBarstool app soon. Week after that, before Memorial Day, we'll have cornhole back in here. Frankie versus Brianna Chickenfry, a potential main event. But now we move on to our second match here. The Battle of Fordham. KFC, Tommy Smokes.
Yeah, and quickly before that, we're just going to show what happened at the end there. Usually most competitors, the game ends. We do a post-game interview. We talk about it. We do the high noon. Dave, he just ran out. The game ended. I said, hey, can I grab you for a second? 1 second. And he just Can we run that back, please? You can see me put my hand up, say just 1 second, one quick interview. Dave just literally shrugs me right off and is out. 1 second. Yep, nope, out. See you later. It's just been a tough week for me. That's all right.
I will say, it seems like he got the hang of things early in that second set, went on that little bit of a run, started to feel himself.
Yeah, he lost. I don't know if it was because of where he was standing. All of his shots seemed to hit the left side of the board and go right over the hole or before the hole. He looked like he found it. He looked like he was locked in. He was up 12-1, and he just collapsed. I mean, just got to be a tough week for him.
All right, so we'll see if we get the return of Dave here inside the Triple S eventually. But now